Okay, that's right.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We have Rick Kurzak joining us on the show today from Home Hardware. Yves Lacasse, External Affairs Manager with KGHM Ajax. How are you boys doing today?
Doing great, thank you.
Gentlemen doing today?
Oh, beautiful day out there today. How could you not be doing great?
It is. And you want to hope for beautiful weather at the Developing World Connections annual golf tournament coming up in September.
We do.
September's always a good month, though.
Yeah, we've had great weather every time we've had the tournament up
Yes.
there. So.
And a bit of a change because, of course, Home Hardware for the last several years has been the title sponsor, but this year you are hosting it or presenting it with Developing World Connections.
Yeah, it's a great change. We sat down with Developing World Connections and came up with a new project we're trying to fund in Guatemala. So we sat down, worked it out, and a lot of the funds we're going to be raising on this particular tournament are going to go to our project in Guatemala that we've come up with.
And that's called Light Up Guatemala.
It's called Light Up Guatemala.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. We have pictures that will help illustrate what's going on there. But first, Yves Lacasse, now instead of Home Hardware being the title sponsor, KGHM Ajax getting on board.
Absolutely, it was a great opportunity. Rick approached me a few months ago. We had a discussion. To be honest, he had me at hello. Rick is a well-known fellow in the community, a lot of credibility, very generous with his time and money here locally. So when he came to me with this opportunity, it was a great partnership, and we're just excited to be part of this.
Big fundraiser this golf tournament is, and these funds going to make a huge difference in various parts of the world. This year will be no different, Rick, as we were talking about Light Up Guatemala. Let's talk a little bit about this project that's going on.
So we really looked at looking at something that really made a difference in families' lives. We've been traveling all over the world in all sorts of different countries, and I really got this notion to really try to do something a little different. And a friend of mine came up and said he found these stoves, these really neat, environmentally friendly stoves. There's 3 billion people in the world that just cook on an open flame in their homes, and the homes are generally filled with smoke, and there's soot coming down from the ceiling that look like icicles almost. And here's a family after we installed the new stove. So the stove on the right of those folks is one of our new eco stoves that we're putting in. And the average Guatemalan family cuts down about 12 trees a year, 12 full-grown trees a year to cook and heat their homes. When we put in these stoves, they use about 80% less wood. In Guatemala, they're cutting down close to 2,500 hectares a year just to burn and heat and cook with, and just the health and when we were in one of the homes, we went on an exploratory trip about a month ago just to check it out, check out the manufacturer. And we went into one of the family's homes before we installed the stoves, and we couldn't sit in there for 5 minutes. And these people spend all day in these homes.
We have pictures of this. If we could roll these pictures, we have shots of people gathering wood, as you mentioned, so many trees taken down every year in an effort for these people to be able to cook in their homes. But breathing in, if nothing else, breathing in that smoke on a daily basis to cook is not good for your health. It's not good for kids. And as we move along, we'll see these pictures, sort of the deforestation of the hills and the sites around Guatemala like this. So you're hoping then to install a certain amount of these eco stoves. They're at a cost of about $250, but you want to do 5,000 of them.
We're going to install 5,000 stoves. Our group went there, like I said, about a month ago to check out, to make sure everything was good. And we're very confident that we're going to install these 5,000 stoves over the next several years. And we're going to be doing trips. Our first trip is going to be, our first real trip with about 20 people is going to be this fall. But trips will be happening all year long, and we're hoping to get Yves on one of the trips here in the fall, so on our first one, actually. No, he hasn't quite committed yet.
No. Have you been to on any trips with Developing World?
No, not yet. Like I said, Rick and I connected about this. We've known each other for a while, but we've connected about this opportunity here just recently. I was invited to go on the first trip, but my schedule didn't quite work. But I'm certainly looking at joining Rick and the crew for some upcoming trips.
Fantastic.
And I just want to say, when we went out looking for a new partner, a new host partner, Yves' name came up, and of course, like you said, we knew each other, and there was no hesitation. They just came right up and said, you know what, we'd love to be involved in this year, and we'll be happy we like the project, we like what you're doing with the environment, we like what you're doing with the families, and he just stepped right up. So I'm really proud to have him as a friend and have them support us. So.
Yeah, in the golf tournament, we're looking for sponsors. So if there's an opportunity for folks in the community to get involved, we'd like to hear from them, and please contact Rick and the folks at DWC.
Besides sponsorship opportunities, this golf tournament already sold out, or can you still get tickets?
Still get tickets. It's Kamloops, and there's always last-minute things.
Yeah.
We've sold out just about every year, and it is a great fun tournament. It's up at Sun Rivers. They do a fantastic job hosting it, and there's awesome prizes. One of the prizes is always a couple of trips to a country that we do work in.
That's awesome. Yeah, so people get an opportunity to go and see it, and perhaps you'll have return customers, because I know a lot of the people that go on these trips end up coming back and returning and doing it again and again.
Yeah, I try to do at least one trip a year, and we've got this group of people, and it's like you say, it's generally the same people. They've been coming and going every year.
Fantastic. Excellent. So you'll be out there with your golf clubs?
I will be there with the golf clubs,
Yep.
yes.
Awesome.
I'll be there the night before, too.
Fantastic. We have about 45 seconds. Is there anything else that either of you would like to add before I throw it a break?
It's just a wonderful opportunity, and we help a lot of people here in the community, but when you take a step back, there's a lot of people that really need our help in third world countries, and when Rick came to me with this idea, it just made so much sense to step up and give them a hand with this.
Fantastic. September 15th at Sun Rivers.
It's the 10th, I believe, no?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's the 10th. We better confirm that.
We better confirm that. It's the 10th, you're right.
think
It's on the
so.
screen,
September
therefore it
10th,
must be
yeah.
right. September
Oh, right,
the 10th.
there it is, yeah. September the 10th, and we hope to
September
see
10th.
everyone out and come out and have a great time and support a great cause.
All right.
Absolutely.
Rick and Eve, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Information again on the screen, September the 10th, Sun Rivers, great cause, and lots of fun that day. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
When I need motivation, my one solution is my queen, cause she's very strong. Yeah, she is always in my corner, right there when I wanna. All these other girls are tempting, but I'm